So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2024 Mazda CX-90, the plug-in hybrid vehicle in the Premium Plus trim, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. So starting as I normally do from left to right, over on the left you've got your window switches, you've got your rear mirror adjust right here, you got your door latch, you got your door locks. Tucked into the right you've got a button you can turn off the sensors around the vehicle, parking sensors, traction control off, the gas cap release right here. You've got a button for the rear hatch. You've got two different presets in the setting, or the set button for the driver's seating position as well. Before I get to the gauge cluster, on the left and the right of the gauge cluster, you have your trip button as well as the dim level up and down for the lights. Then you have that full crisp clear digital display. So there are different information pieces you can adjust right here. I'll cycle through them. So you have the active sense status, compass, you kind of have nothing there, info, temperature, and then back to the active sense. So on the left you have your tach, and over on the right you have fuel gauge and battery gauge. In the center you have the miles per hour of the vehicle, and then right below that you see where it says sport. You can cycle between different drive modes and it'll display there. Each drive mode has its own color scheme. So in sport it's red. I don't have enough battery level to charge the EV, but it's a different color. So like off-road, let me enable that real fast. It'll be like a more of a brownish color scheme. Usually been driving around in normal sport while I've had the vehicle. Moving back to the steering wheel, how I was kind of adjusting all that information over on the right is right here, this info button. You can cycle through that. You also have volume controls, tuner left, right for whatever you're listening to, talk controls as well. Over on the right, you have cruise control options, the distance between the vehicle in front of you. The back of the steering wheel has paddles for up and down, should you want to shift your own gears. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. Behind the steering wheel, you have the engine start-stop button right here. And then you have the navigation display. I really like Mazda's infotainment system because it's real simple. You get basically 5 options, right? Up top, you got information. Going in there, you got a drive efficiency monitor, showcasing just kind of how you've been driving with miles per gallon. The high voltage battery monitor, Sirius XM travel link, and vehicle status monitor. Just click in there real fast for you, telling you where your next service is, engine oil level, things like that. Entertainment, obviously whatever you're listening to, whether it's your phone connected, USB plug, iPod, whatever. Communication, this is where your phone can be connected, and then if you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you kind of knock over to the right on the center console. I'll showcase the buttons, but that's how you access those. I've been kind of using Android Auto, so I've had to, when the vehicle starts, this will kind of be illuminated Android Auto. It'll kick out the Apple CarPlay bubble, so it'll just sit there and you kind of just knock over and hit down, and then you're going to be in your Android Auto system. Navigation, I have it zoomed out so you don't know exactly where I am. Currently in Pennsylvania. This is where you have your navigation maps. Settings, you got your EV settings. Let me go in there real fast to show you what you can adjust. Charging schedule, things like that. Climate control timer, charge limit for your charging. It's currently set to like 100%. In-vehicle display, sound settings, safety settings, vehicle settings, connectivity settings. This is where you can adjust or connect to your phone, system settings. You name it, you can change it. Coming down from there, you have your hazard button located right in the center. Down from there, 2 vents, and then all your HVAC controls. So both driver and passenger as well, you can sync them together, have their own toggle. You would think this is kind of like a toggle up and down, but it's really, they're both buttons. So even if you want to go up, you have to go down. But you got heated and cooled buttons like that on both sides. Then you have a heated steering wheel, obviously for the driver, and heated and ventilated seats, 3 levels for both the driver and the passenger. You can also control the rear HVAC from the front as well. Below there you have a little charge pad. old school smoker's plug as I call it. Coming back from there and to the left, you have the My Drive system. So this is a little toggle button, and that's how I was adjusting the different drive modes. So sport, normal, EV, and off-road, and you just kind of wiggle that little toggle back and forth, and that is the My Drive Mazda system, which is basically the drive modes of the vehicle. Back from there, you have this little button. It's a car with a bunch of little batteries, so you push that, and you can adjust the charge target of the vehicle. So that pops that up right there, and I can hit change, and then I can adjust how the charge target level of the vehicle. So right now it's set to 100%. Then back from there, you have the gear lever. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like, you could think of it two parallel lines. So you have park is over, and then for reverse, neutral, and drive, you have to go over to another line or lane, and then you got neutral and drive. So then if I want to go in park, I gotta knock it back over. You got hill options as well as a camera button. So pushing that, and you can see around the vehicle. Pushing it again, disappears. To the right of all that, you have a hidden spot for two cup holders. Currently holding my gimbal as well as a penny. Back from there, you have your media buttons that I was showcasing up top. So this is the toggle. You have quick selection buttons. So this is navigation, the media, home, and this is the back button, which I could have been using. Volume controls over here, favorites button. You got the parking brake latch right here, and the auto hold button right here. And that will hold the vehicle at like red lights to give you a brake on your foot. Coming back from there, you've got your armrest, which breaks into two spots. It's not that deep, but houses two USB-C plugs. Passenger side, give you a look at the glove box. Features Bose speakers sprinkled throughout the cabin. Passenger door. Passenger seats. It is 3 rows. Got a little interesting cup holder tray on that side right there. The front and the middle row kind of share a sunroof with, kind of broken by this bar right here. Moving to the front, you got sunglass holder, and then you have the buttons for different lighting of the vehicle. But that is pretty much the interior of the 2024 Mazda CX-90, the plug-in hybrid vehicle in the Premium Plus trim. If there is some option or button I didn't go in depth enough on for you, be sure to leave your questions in the comments below, and I will find you an answer. Thanks for watching.